Good morning, everybody. It is, almost 5 o'clock and 55 degrees. Time to go to work. So we finally got the community tab on the channel. I put a poll up there on whether you guys want to see like farming only stuff or kind of the same thing we've been doing. And so far the same thing we've been doing excuse me, has 100% of the votes. So I encourage, this is kind of your time to shine. I guess you could say this is your one of your opportunities of any, I guess, to say what we're gonna do. So go to the channel, go to the community tab, and vote on that. But until then, I guess we'll stick with popular opinion and do what we've been doing. It is Thursday today. I'm on my way to work. I don't know if I'm gonna tie this in with the last video because I haven't edited that yet, or I might just start another one here. But it is Thursday on the way to work. It's been kind of a rough week, kind of a busy week. I cannot wait for the weekend. I do have a fairly large reptile enclosure that's been on my back patio for quite a long time that I finally got rid of. I just gave it away. It's all handmade out of wood and everything. It's really nice. I'll try to get a picture of it once I get it loaded in the truck after work today. And it'll be gone tomorrow. It'll free up a lot of space on my back patio, so that'll be great. Every morning when I get to work, I park up here on the hill and just kind of relax for a few minutes. This is my spot right next to the pond, which you probably can't see because it's too dark. Well, hello everybody. It is time to go home from work. Been there all day. It's 2:15 in the afternoon right now. We are headed back to the farm. I've got to work on the computer that I have in the server cabinet a little bit. I got some new stuff for it today. I got to test out on it, so that'll be fun. But I am running a little bit late today, so down the highway we go. I do swear I get some of the best views on my drive home. will excuse the mess, but I've moved the computer into a different location while I work on it. I gotta vacuum this floor. Wow, it's a mess. I got my main computer right there that you can see, and a little setup here. This is what I do my editing on. This is the computer I've been working on. I'm downloading some game stuff on it that I like to play. And the big computers on the other two screens. These triple monitors are hooked up to that computer right there. This old computer is just hooked up to this one right now. And as luck would have it, I started working on another one. Kaboom! So this one here, you probably can't see it well. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me turn the light on really quick. This used to be our media center in our living room, and now I'm going to use it for a little server in here. It's a reasonable computer. It's not fast at all, but it definitely does the job, and I started working on this one today. And as you can see, it's working. So we'll go from there. I didn't film too much today because I just had so much going on. I decided not to, but it's still only, oh, it's about 20 minutes to 6 in the afternoon. So I guess there's still time to do something. We got the cage all loaded up, and it goes to its new home tomorrow. I've got so much wood on this trailer. I am so itching to have our first fire ever. It is going to be great. Maybe this weekend. Well, everybody, time has absolutely gotten away from me. I sat down and watched some YouTube. Go figure. Making videos for YouTube, posting on YouTube, and watching YouTube. And it is getting late now, so I think I'm going to go inside. I'm going to relax, hang out with the kids a little bit, and we will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Just before 5 o'clock, and it is 46 degrees out. Oh, it's getting cold. It's almost time to light a fire. Off to work we go for Friday. This is going to be a long drive home. Going a whole 30 miles an hour, but it is the official start to the weekend, so I'm honestly okay with it. It has been a long, long week. I have absolutely been waiting for this moment all week long. It was a rough week for me, and today we started off like every other weekend. We head out to the shop, open it up, see what a mess we made last weekend, and work on getting it a little bit cleaned up, I guess. I don't know, I seem horrible at just not picking up after myself in my shop. Maybe someday, but I don't know. What are you gonna say? Look at that mess. My goodness. Hopefully when I get the floor done, which I'm replacing most of the floor. I've made videos about it before, but I should probably make another one soon. But hopefully when I get that floor done, it'll be a little bit better. It's been in disarray like this ever since I noticed the issues that I was having with the floor to begin with, so I don't know. I've got way too much stuff and my shop is way too small. Just have to deal with it the way I have to deal with it, I guess. For obvious reasons, I absolutely love doing these time lapses. It just gets so much done in such a short amount of time. Makes it a little less boring for me and for you, I suppose. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I don't know, it's about 7 a.m. now, I think. Got lots to do today. We got a big wind event coming. I don't know if you could see on the roof there that wind vane is already going. They're saying up to 70 mile an hour, which is not that big of a deal, but as you can see with my tarps, I'm not prepared. So I got to get prepared. And another thing I did this morning, which you already saw, is I did a little bit of cleanup in here. I got some floor space to work with, so this is going to be an ongoing project today because I need to be able to get out in this shop and work on some stuff. So let's get to work. Oh, and did I also mention the outside of my shop is just as messy as the inside. Like I said, I'm horrible at putting stuff away proper. I should do better. Well, the power is off. We're not supposed to be affected by the PSPS here, but power's off right now. We're pretty much dead in the water. Time to take the generator out just in case. It's that time of year. Well, we are without power. They're saying the expected restoration time is 12:45, which is, oh gosh, 3.5 hours away. So we're going to get the generator fired up. At least then we'll have the air compressor. And I'm only going to power the shop for now. If we need to, I'll run some cords to the house to power it. But let's see if this thing feels like it wants to start. It should. We got almost a full tank, so let's see what it does. Now my power was off for a couple hours, and it really wasn't that big of a deal with this generator. Probably one of the best things I've ever purchased. Definitely would do it again. Now you'll remember this John Deere, we worked on it recently. I decided to pull it back in the shop and get it all put back together because I was so worried about missing pieces. So we put the fan shroud, the starter, the fuel pump, everything back on it. And since it needs a lot more work than I originally thought, we're just going to store it away for a little while. But don't worry, we'll be pulling it out and working on it again as soon as we get around to getting some parts for it. Next comes this one, but this one has a seized up axle, and I don't know why. The transmission will not go into neutral. It did fine when it was parked, but it won't now, so we'll have to figure that one out, but that might come for another day. Alright, so what we've got here is a pretty major upgrade. I know this video is so scattered, but this is my computer. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hard drives in it. I've only got one solid state drive, the rest are spinning disks, but today I got a new solid state drive that I think this is my C drive. It's a 1 terabyte spinning disk. I'm going to swap that out for this 500 gigabyte SSD in hopes that it will greatly speed things up. And I think I'm gonna unplug everything. I'm gonna go with the one disk, and that's it. And then we'll slowly get things organized and plugged back in properly. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to secure this. Probably down to this little SSD tray down here, but let's get to work. To be 100% honest, this is probably going to consume the rest of my day now. I got to get things all set up on there and all set up and working and everything. So yeah, it's probably going to be a rest of the day sort of thing. At least it lines up with all the, you know, it seems fairly stupid proof. Although stupid proof has messed me up in the past. We'll just hope for the best. Where'd that other one go? There it is. God, it's been so long since I've started over. I really don't want to deal with it, but it's something that's got to be dealt with for the good of mankind and to assist me in editing videos quicker. And I dropped a screw. I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, it would appear that we're going to do without that one. Let's just get this tray back in here.
Let's put it in the right way. Why is it not fitting? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. My case is bent a little bit. How the heck that happened? Maybe as we tighten these down, it'll fix itself. Maybe. Let's find out. Don't want to tighten them down too far until I get all 4 of them in there. Now I gotta disappear to the other side for a minute. Oh my goodness, I can't see anything. Where's my light? Oh yeah, this thing's all boogered up. Sorry if my hand's in the way. I literally can't see what's going on right now. That one tightened down. We get the last one in there. We get it started up. And then we get Windows loaded. And then we start recovering, or working on recovering, everything from the old hard drives. Now we can get these tightened down. So my goal in this is to just make the computer so much more responsive, making this SSD my C drive. And I was told many moons ago that it was not good to have an SSD as a C drive. And I understand that. I understand they have a, you know, like a life expectancy, but that's okay. I don't mind wearing out a hard drive, I guess. Let me get these wires all kind of out of the way and fingered out. Okay, so there's, where's this one going? That one's going all the way up there. So I think I'll make this my C drive from here on out. If that's, I don't even know if that's how it works. I'm hoping that's how it works. I'm hoping that we just plug her in and go, you know what I mean? So that way, plug that one in. And then plug that one in. Alright, actually what I want to do, I want to stuff all these wires back in here for now. I'll deal with cable management later. Just want to stuff all these back in here. I'm going to leave the side panel off while I get all this worked out, since I'm going to be in and out of here so much. Get that wire away from my video card fans. And I want to put the back side of the case back on. Backside back on, and these little thumb screws back in it. Never thought you'd see this on a farming channel, did you? All kinds of surprises around here. Yes, indeed. Alright, so it's together enough to start dealing with that. I'll show you guys what we're working with here. That is what came out. So we've got a smaller SSD right there. We've got a 2.5, an old laptop drive right there. It's only like 200 gigs or something. Then we've got like 2, 4, 6, like 8 terabytes worth of, well, that's one there. Maybe it's like 6 terabytes of spinning disks right here. So now we'll get it back in the house, get it turned on, and start loading Windows. I'm probably not going to film any of that. I'll probably just come back later when it's all up and going, because this could be pretty frustrating at times. So we'll probably see you then. Tonight it's hamburgers and corn. Well, everybody, I'm not sure you can see it, but the sun has set. I've been on that hard drive swap all day long, but I'm going to go into the house and finish that now, and we will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It's about 7 o'clock, 50 degrees, Sunday, and it's going to be a gloomy day. They're talking about some big winds coming today and tonight, so we'll see how that goes, but until then, let's just get to work. Let there be light. Ooh. And more light. Oh, I gotta stretch. There we go. Got the old generator still sitting out here. Got the air filter pulled off. I gotta clean that today. She ran good for an hour and a half yesterday while we had no power. Ready for the season. 'Tis the season, right? Right? Let's get after it. So my father asked me to come down and help him with a few things, and we're already finished with that, and we're just heading home here. I wanted to do a time lapse going both ways, but I couldn't, and as you can see, I just absolutely love this countryside that we live in here. And I mean, you'll see here in a second when we get into our little town. It's got some stuff in it, but it's a very charming little old town that we live in here. And look at that. How'd you like to look at that every day? Very, very fortunate. And of course the John Deere is still sitting where I put it the day before. We're airing the tires up and getting it put away for good now. At least for this winter. Maybe I'll pull it out once winter really sets in, but I'm not making any plans to do that just yet. Now we had something go wrong with this chicken. We found it. We thought it was dead when we found it, and I think you'll see a little bit more of that here in a couple clips. But I just kind of wanted to set the GoPro on top of the little cage we had it in while we were getting a larger cage ready for it. She was not doing good. I'm happy to report though that several days later she is doing absolutely amazing. She's probably not going back into the big coop. I got half a feeling that that rooster's probably what caused whatever went on. Here's my daughter and I. She's the one that found the chicken the way it was. We're going down to get the chicken tractor, and this chicken will be, well, as far as I'm concerned, forever living in the chicken tractor now. We might give her a little cellmate eventually, but she'll be on weed duty the rest of her life, because that was kind of scary. Even though I think that chicken is ugly, it worried me a little bit to see her like that. Go ahead, get her. We'll put her in here. Poor bird. Here, ready? There you go. And there she is, going to her new permanent, temporary, well, her new home for now. She's enjoying it. Lots of fresh grass to eat and killing my lawn at the same time. I don't know what happened to her, but she sure is lethargic.
Being stuck in that brick was probably the most rest.
Yeah, but I don't understand how she was stuck. I don't.
That one would get stuck a lot in the old kitchen. It found its way. But it would shove its head in places and then it couldn't back up.
Not a very smart chicken. Let me get in here. Shut the door. Rue, don't you push me. I will knock you 6 ways to Sunday.
I moved the brick back.
I don't see how she got stuck in here like that, or why she's acting the way she's acting now all of a sudden.
I'll tell you where she was.
I know where she was. She was right down here in the corner. I could see it.
I had to move the brick back.
I know, I'm putting it back. I just don't understand how she was stuck down there is all. Are you messing with Rue?
Look at him, he's a chicken.
I know, he is. Alright. God, look at you. Naked bird. She's growing her feathers back at least. Alright, I'm coming out. Be good, birds. Waiting for this wind. I don't want to jinx it, but it's not here. They were calling for 70 mile an hour. I don't think we'll hit that though, even if we do get wind. we'll see. Doing a lot of work in here today. I got so much to get cleaned up and organized, and I gotta get this stuff all cleaned up here. Old hard drives and memory and stuff. I've got to get some plants moved in from the outdoors and put in here because it's getting cold at night. So that's what we're working on now. You can see this one's getting quite a few roots in there. None of the other ones are really getting any roots, but that one, my goodness, that one's rooting real good. Yeah, I'm not seeing any roots whatsoever in these, but they're still alive. So we'll wait. We've got the one we put in dirt right there. We will see what we see. So I've got this little, what is it, bamboo palm, I think, that it's got some good roots on it. But I'm going to get this potted up because my daughter wants one in her room. So you can see we're moving stuff inside right now. Got the window ledge just covered with stuff right now, but it's getting to be that time of year where things need to move indoors. So we're starting to move some stuff indoors. What is that? Philodendron, is that? I think it is. Those two. I don't quite remember, but that's what we're working on probably for the rest of the day. Some kind of last minute plant propagations, and propagations really. But that's what we're doing. Got to set up over there that we're bottom watering stuff, and we're just having a good old relaxing Sunday. After a couple hours on her own, she is doing so much better. Oh, fuzzball. You ugly chicken. Go ahead, eat your corn. Am I bugging you? Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, she's looking a lot better after a few hours of being on her own. She might just be one of those ones that needs to live on her own. She's done fine in there all this time, but just started having problems last night, I guess. So we might just leave her in this cage. I mean, it's big enough for her forever, really. She'll be moving around, getting fresh grass every couple days. So we'll see how it goes. I like to take a walk around the farm every now and then and just really see how everything's going. Really, right now, I believe our raspberry and our artichoke are all we have going back there that I'm really paying attention to, but I like to look at them. But at least once a week I go back there. Here's a raspberry. It's definitely seen better days, but there's still green on it, so that's gives us a little hope. It looks like the berries that were growing on it are not there anymore. They didn't get eaten, they just kind of shriveled up and went away, but just might not be that time of year. We walk past this old chicken coop over here. This is where all those chickens used to be before we moved them to the new coop while I renovate the old one. And my prize artichoke. This artichoke came from a family that's been growing artichokes well over 100 years in our area, and this was grown from a seed by a member of that family who then, once it got of size, gave it to me. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
recording me?
Yes.
Now we spent the rest of our afternoon with some family over for dinner. It's always a good time seeing family. It's something that I think far too many people take for granted. So I've decided to leave you after this hour with one of our amazing California sunsets. Enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell if you want notifications. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and by the way, that wind never came. Rarely does it.